He's a good mid-range guy and can post up.
And another three-pointer from Rondo. Boy, did we mention that the Bulls were last in the NBA in field goal three-point attempts and makes? Certainly doesn't look like it early here. DeRozan with a nice pivot and the bucket.
Well, see, that's what Butler forced him into the baseline move. He's looking for the double team. He would have double teamed in there. He would have had a difficult to try to find an area to release the ball.
DeRozan on Rondo here. Rondo has scored the last 8 for the Bulls as Lopez misfires.
Now remember, the Chicago Bulls #1 in the league in offensive rebounding, #1 in second chance points at 15 a game. That's big. Now Rondo, we all know throughout his career, has never been a great shooter outside of the foul line area. But now, this year, Mark told you early, he's really built up and he's shooting it with a great deal of confidence. Now we all know Rondo led this league in assists 3 times at over 11 assists a game. And right now he's right up there with 9.
He led the way in that impressive win against the Utah Jazz on Saturday night and has really stabilized things for the Bulls a little bit. Carroll at the end of the shot clock, and back come the Bulls.
See, you got to get guys who want to run with Rondo, because Rondo, if you notice, in the early going, he's always up here, and he's one of the first red shirts here. That shouldn't be. You should be able to get out on and force and then make him pass the ball in transition.
And he made a nice pass and feed to Lopez. Now an attempt for a three-point play. So Rondo with his 6,000th career assist right there.
Well, I just like the fact that he hit Lopez. Lopez is a guy who works hard every minute that he's out on the floor. Yeah, he's 7 foot. He's an excellent offensive rebounder, 3 a game. He can play with his back to the basket, has beautiful hook shots in the paint, and he will dive on the floor for a loose ball.
Rondo's had a bumpy year, but really a great redemption story right now.
Woo! Drilled that.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's probably enough for today.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Whoa, you drilled that?
Nailed it.
Talk to an agent for help combining your home and auto into a plan that's right for you.
That's probably enough for today.
Here to help life go right. State Farm.
This beer is true to its roots. Brewed only in Golden, Colorado, and nowhere else, ever. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
Screaming till you're blue in the face. Or even starting out that way.
Oh, come on.
Might seem crazy to some, but not to Wendy's, because it takes the same kind of effort to use fresh beef in every Wendy's hamburger. Unlike some other guys who use frozen beef. Because the same passion that drives Wendy's to go this extra mile and fans to drive the extra 2,000 miles makes getting there so worth it. Wendy's, the official hamburger of the NCAA.
Out west, it's a free-for-all. This ain't your ordinary showdown. This is the Wild, Wild Western Conference. Thunder Rockets on ABC.
In my family, discipline was valued. I'm the son of a Marine Corps sergeant. My dad had very, very high standards for me. My dad worked, sometimes 6 and 7 days a week. After one particularly tough business downturn, we almost lost our home. And I came home from school and there was a sheriff's notice on the door. It's not an abstract issue for me. Folks in Trenton spend a lot of time on issues that take care of insiders, not issues that take care of all of us. I'm operating against a set of machinery that's been in place for a very, very long time. We should change that so that the government is much more responsive to the people.
Jim Johnson.
And that's why I'm running for governor.
Told you about Rondo's season. He was suspended earlier this year for insubordination. Threw a towel at assistant coach Jim Boylan. Suspended for a game, but since that time he has been, in the words of management, Fred Hoiberg, the head coach, and his teammates, a fantastic teammate, often mentoring some of the younger players and really been a leader for this team.
Ever since he's been in the league, he's been very intelligent. When you think back on those great Boston teams, he was their head man directing that team, got him to 2 finals, 1 championship. Then he was on the all-defensive team 4 straight years, and then leading the league in assists with 11 a game. So, you know, we're talking about a guy who's very cerebral. He had it as a high school player, came out of the Louisville area, and then played at Kentucky and did a terrific job for them.
Rondo with the dribble handoff to Jimmy Butler, who's got 2 points in the ball game so far. Bulls have won 11 straight against the Raptors. Butler now with 4.
Now all we heard now since we got here is how good the defense has been since the All-Star break for Toronto.
We mentioned that, right?
But right now they're running a layup drill. Okay, the guys with the red shirts are getting to the hole easily.
You wonder when Coach Dwayne Casey might call on P.J. Tucker, one of his better defenders since the All-Star break. Here's Rondo at the top of the key. A couple of Olympic teammates going head-to-head here, Butler and DeRozan. Mirotic makes the extra pass to Rondo. Zipser with 4 on the shot clock, and he turns it over.
Now, see, that way Rondo passed up a shot, but he knew that they had at least 7 more seconds to go.
Mari Carroll fires. Got it.
Well, this is something which is missing from this team. Once Kyle Lowry went out with the fracture and the surgery to his wrist, mainly because Lowry made 3 threes a night, and that's a major drop-off. Now you're going to see right here. Now this is good movement, slow on the recovery. And you say, why is Lopez playing Carroll? Well, you know that Carroll's man came down the floor and was out of position, so that forced Lopez to go and help. One thing about Lopez, he's extremely cerebral. He'll get on the floor and he'll be all over. He sees all 5 positions, and you just love to have a guy that they run no plays for be that type of a person.
Yeah, great motor. And DeMar Carroll, meanwhile, committing his 2nd personal foul. He goes to the bench, and he's being tended to. Look like he took a shot in the mouth as P.J. Tucker comes into the ball game for the Raptors. Tucker acquired from the Phoenix Suns right around the trade deadline, and he and Ibaka together have done wonders for this Raptors team at the defensive end, something that general manager Masai Ujiri was looking to accomplish down the stretch.
Well, what they have now is with Ibaka and with they have 2 very physical guys. You throw in Valanciunas, now you have 3 very physical people. But the key is can you score?
Ibaka does on that possession with a 3-point ball. Serge Ibaka, the pending free agent, shooting 39% from downtown this year. He's got 5. Raptors down by 5. Niko Mirotic from deep. And Rondo chasing down the rebound. Gets all the way to the bucket in the finger roll. Rondo with 10 already.
Well, you just like his game. He's very heady.
Little off balance. Got it to DeRozan, though. And Zipser with the rebound for the Bulls. Chicago with 19 on the board already.
Yeah, the big thing right now for Toronto, they can't get in the painted area.
Butler with a ball fake. Brings Valanciunas outside and blows by him and draws the foul on the big man. Very heady play.
Eye contact between Butler and Lopez. Lopez was going to come over and give him a screen. He shook him off. And by Lopez going to the other side of the foul line, that opened up the area.
Butler at the free throw line for the Chicago Bulls, a 87% free throw shooter on the season.